Happy Friday, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. I see Laura's back in the house tonight. She's back from her retreat. Oh, and we have the other Laura too. Hey, Crocheting Hoovian's here too. That's the other Laura. Hi, good to see you. Is it cooling off where you're at? We have a full house already. Y'all are ready for Friday night. We've got Pam is here, and Annie is here, and Leanie is here. She's on the TV, so hi. Maribel, Nancy Mack. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Joan's here. Yay. She's working on her boneyard shawl tonight. Aw. Mary Webb is here. Awesome. Joan's trying to get that boneyard done before the end of September, huh? If y'all missed that announcement, there's Shannon. How is it going? How's it going? And Laura. Who else is here? Ellen. That's who I saw come in. Ellen came in. Hi, Ellen. And the other Laura. Hey, there's our Mimi. Mimi's here. And Jolene. Jolene. Okay, I don't know what that was, Jolene. Sorry. I didn't do it the same. Maybe next time. Mid 80s, but hot. Yes, my allergies have been kicking my butt today. Something terrible. Frozen. Yay. She's here. Awesome. And Lorna. Yay. It was still okay. Okay. You're good. You're good with that. Okay. That's good because I don't feel like I did it any justice today. Is it still going on? It hasn't settled down yet? You were sick the other day. I was hoping a couple days of antibiotics and stuff would be helping, but when your allergies are this bad, I know that it's tough. I'm sorry. I bet it's making you really stinking tired too, huh? Hello, Rach. From Australia. There's Tank. Tank's here. Yay. I watched an old video of yours the other day, Tank. It was your journey. Actually watched that the other day. Only one lung instead of two. Ah. But sure does wear you out, doesn't it? Okay, y'all, how do I look? I want to know how the picture is because we have new internet. We got our new internet today. And I put that video out. If you don't know, I put a video out today and it's a giveaway for Cheryl at Vixen Purple Crochet and More. And I would love for you all to go over and if you are not subscribed to Cheryl, go and subscribe because I have a giveaway now going for her. Started just this afternoon. Looking good, looking clear. Does it look clearer to you guys? I mean, like, as you know, compared to like last week. Okay, well, let us know, Annie. Annie, let us know. Yeah, that just went the week, didn't it? It was a short trial. It was a 1 week trial, I think. Kathy, hi. Good to see you. How's those boys? If it's Friday, she's here. See right here. See right here. Yeah, so we got new internet, and I am tickled. I'm ready to bring in my hands and see how that looks along with my other, because got to try it out. It looks pretty good here in the picture I'm seeing, but I have a tinier with, you know, it's nice and clear. Oh, I'm so excited. That video I did today, though, for Cheryl took me 1 minute to upload. It was about a 4-minute video. It took 1 minute, or less than a minute. Okay, it was under a minute. I really didn't count like seconds. It was under a minute. It went zoop. And then it took about a minute or two for it to process, because it has to process over on the YouTube side. Wow. And I hope everything works like it should, because we had everything off, of course, and then had it back on once he had everything hooked up. But so excited. Man, everything is working really quick. I can tell you that. Really quick. And at the moment, I even have my phone on there. So I could go over here and do that. I need to take that. I'll take my phone off of the Wi-Fi. So don't need it right now. Okay, let's make some tea. I brought my tea over here and I need to drink a tea. So let's make some tea. Show y'all my teapot and all that good stuff. You got your first planner. Yes. Oh, that's so exciting. Looks good on the TV. Oh, that's good. That never happens. Well, that must mean everything's going well. She's got her Dr. Pepper and she's ready. Oh, you're tired? I bet you are. That's a mental fatigue too. It is. Still thinking about you. You know that. All right, hold on. Got to go over here. Share my screen. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, that looks pretty good too, doesn't it? So I've got some of this Plum Deluxe, which is what Joyce sent me. This one is a vanilla cream herbal. This is the honey bush tea with calendula and vanilla extract. Hey, Granny, I saw you just commented. She's like, oh, she's on me. She's on me. She's coming. She'll be here in a minute. I get these tea bag deals from Amazon. And y'all, if you order them, only order one, because there's a ton of them in here. And unless you do just this, because I do coffee also, but unless you just do just tea, then it'll take you forever to go through all of them. Just saying. Okay. Here is my pot. Go ahead and put that in there. I set this back over on the warmer. Let that steep for a couple minutes, and then we're going to have some tea. And I also have my honey here. Got my local honey. Being around is in, this is the Rusty tea. And Chelsea, if you're watching, it's my Rusty tea, my Rusty honey. He is out of Anson, Texas. And it's starting to get a little bit thick, but I don't think I'll have any problem getting it out. She said I'm easily manipulated. Wait, at first, Granny, I read that wrong. I thought it said your late husband called. Did anybody else read it that way? Hi, Rosie. Are you diamond painting tonight? Oh, I've missed you, Shad. Hey. Good to see you, my friend. What company? That company is Plum Deluxe. Joyce sent it to me. My God, look how clear that is. Look how clear I got new internet, Shad. We gone fancy with our internet. Look how good that looks. Plum Deluxe. If that's what you're asking me, Tank. Your honey lady is less than a quarter mile. That's good. That's really good for your allergies. So if you can get local honey, it's really good for your allergies, you guys. Oh my, I am stoked, y'all. This internet looks wonderful. Oh my goodness, you're going to be able to see all my pimples. Not that I have any. Just saying. Never really been one to have that many. Okay, our tea is going. Also, tonight, I'm going to be giving away this book. We'll take a look at this here in a little while, but I'm going to give this book away with some stickers. And it will be able to go out to you with media mail. So whenever I do anything like this, it goes media mail. You won't get anything personal from me. You'll get an email and I'll tell you it's coming. But media mail, you cannot put any personal correspondence in with it. But this will go out with one of my patterns and some stickers. And then I can't remember who it was that asked me about things that you can make with one skein of hand-dyed yarn. And I did find this book in my stash. Hello, Tracy. Oh, I'm so glad to hear you everyone say it. Oh. Oh. You have that book? Several of you have that book? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Lori. Was Lori asking about it? I think she was, Marbell. I think she was. So I did find this in my stash. That's just where the sticker was. And it's knitting patterns using small skeins and leftovers. And this is a fun book, but this one is knitting. I was not able to find one in my stash that had crochet ones, but I feel like when you look at stuff like this, you can kind of say, ooh, I could do that with my crochet. I could use a G hook and hand-dyed yarn and I could make stripes with it, right? So we're going to look at this here in a minute too. I love that sweater. The Rainbow Cardi by Yelena Dasher. But there's some great ideas in here for using mini skeins. So we'll look at that in a little bit too. And then my project for tonight, I have in my basket. In my bucket, I'm going to work on this blanket tonight. I've been clearing out some projects. I finished the baby blanket. And this is all the yarns that I have in here. There's a lot of Croy sock and other one-weight yarns in here. So So this is what I'm going to work on today. And this is the two colors that I've got going right now. This is a Croy sock. I don't even know. I want to say this is Route 66. Excuse me, see? And then this one is also a Croy, but I have no idea what the color is. It's pretty. It's kind of like a jadey green color. And I'm holding those together. Oh, where is my hook? I don't know that I have my hook in here. And here's the blanket. It's an Attic 24 pattern, or based on an Attic 24 pattern. It's a fade. I started down here with a bunch of honeybee knits that I had, mixing it together with the Croy sock. And then I went into mostly Croy with a whole bunch of other stuff. Ooh, that sounds cool, Annie. That sounds so cool. Oh, they found her guilty? I'm reading. I missed it. Is it the same one we're talking about? She got second degree. Okay. Is this the Shaver one? Yeah, we want to see your blood spatter blanket. Want to see that. She's going to be putting it in the Facebook group. Okay, cool. Cool. But if you didn't miss the announcement, you guys, oh, look how clear that is. And I'm not even having to be slow. Look how clear it is. My God. I hope I don't pass out from new internet. You know, y'all, you know how if you've been all plugged up, you feel like you might pass out when you start getting a lot of air. I hope I don't pass out from good internet. Oh gosh. I can't help it. I'm so excited. Okay, I got my notes up here too. So nope, I know there's no pixelation. It's amazing. I'm like, wow, this is how rich people live. I'm rich with internet today. Anyway, I thought about using this for a lot of different things to where I could just go ahead and finish it up. But look how big it is. This would fit on a queen size bed. It's about, I had meant to make two of these for, well, I started with making one in a queen size where it would go all the way down the side of the bed, that we were going to put a queen size bed in the front room. Well, then we wound up making it two beds for the grandsons and for visitors, right? So we did the hideaway bed underneath, so it's two singles. And this would fit on a single. But there's no way I'm going to get two of them done. I mean, I would, but I'm not. I'm working on it. I got to go get a hook, y'all. Hold on. Let me go get a hook. Then we're going to pour some tea. What you got? Are you on the board? Sir, on the board. on a horn. You missed it. Some of you missed it. I gave Serves a horn that is off of it's a bison horn. Now he's a horn dog. Now he's a horn dog. Oh, hey Panda! Yay, you made it! Whoop whoop! Panda's here. I had to put my gloves on. I do have some health updates. Do y'all want to hear the latest before we get started? You're crawling today. I'm only excited because I'm here with y'all and I got good internet and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm putting my gloves on because my hands, if I'm going to do any of that, then and this, I've got this in my naughty sack. This is my naughty troopers. Y'all ready to see the naughty? Hold on. I'm getting all excited. There's my naughty. Look how clear that is. These naughty bags are going to be really clear. Oh, y'all get ready. Those ones have been a little blurry. You're going to be able to see them now. Oh my. Oh my. Looking for an H or an I. Looking. No. What? No. Okay, I found both number 7s. Where is an H? I may just use the J. There it is. Tank's got it. There's a G. They may be somewhere else. I may be using whoop, there's the H. Found it. I got all the big ones going one way and all the smalls going the other way. It didn't necessarily make it any easier to find them. Okay. Ooh, it might be too warm for tea and blankets. I'm thinking fall. Got that fall state of mind. Okay, what a miss. Oh. Thank you, Annie. It's going to be great. She's working tomorrow. Okay, good night, Sarah. Love to you. Everybody wants to know. Okay, so here's, oh, who is that? Who is that? Who did I see? Thrifty. Hi. You know, it bothers me if I don't get to say hello to everybody that comes in. It really bugs me. So if I missed you, I'm saying hello now. Oh, good. Good. That's wonderful. He's doing really well, but I'd like to see him do even better. I think he needs more views for what he's the stuff that he's putting out there. It should be a whole lot more views. Really should. Okay, what was I going to say? Oh, want to say thank you to my lurkers too. So hello to you guys too. Yeah, Panda, like you. You're going out there. Okay, awesome. All right, now let me bring in my desk and we're going to pour some tea. I do have my fan on. What's a pretty color? Ooh, that's a pretty color, isn't it? Ooh, did I spill? I spilled it. There he is. Hey, Michael. There's Sally too. Hi, Sally. Okay. He's going to listen and focus on what he's doing. Good to see you, Michael. I'm glad you're here. And hi, Sally. Good to see you. Man, is that clear? Get us a big old spoonful. Hey, it came out really easy. Won't be able to leave this on my desk. We'll probably be getting those fall ants. Okay, let me start with. I'm gonna tell y'all a few notes that I did take from the book that pertain to Michael Peterson because these are things that we really had not discussed. Okay. The book is Written in Blood by Diane Fanning. And the documentary is on Netflix and it's called The Staircase. Now, she does say in the book that Kathleen's sister Candace did try to clean the staircase. We were talking about this last week, and I wanted to talk about this because she did not actually get to scrubbing any of the staircase. She didn't get to. She was interrupted by the photographer. The photographer came in that was going to set up the equipment that did the entire house, that took pictures of the entire house. And then after that, someone came in. Michael came in also and stopped her and didn't want. He told her he didn't want her to clean it up. And then someone came in and boarded the whole bottom, the wall to the bottom of the staircase. They boarded it up. Oh, oh, that is so good. Y'all, that is delicious. I think I can put the rest of it in here. And then I can put this cup on my warmer. Oh, that is so, so good. Oh my goodness, it's good. And then I can put my cup over there on my warmer. Hi, Tina. Glad you're here. Happy Friday evening to you. And Joyce, did I not say hi to you, Joyce? Oh my gosh. I'm drinking the tea that you sent me. I'll show it again so that Joyce sees which one I'm drinking. It's the Plum Deluxe Vanilla Cream Herbal with honey. I put honey in it. It is so, so good. Hi, Terry. This is delicious, Joyce. And I got my new internet. For those who didn't hear when I first came on, I got my new internet. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay. Then the next thing I wanted to talk about was that at the visitation, Peterson was not at the visitation, but he left a note at the sign-in book, and it said his next book would be about love, antiquated love, and will be about you, of course, talking about Kathleen. I do recommend these. These are look how clear, copper compression. I do recommend these gloves. Oh, I was going to tell you my health stuff too. All right, hold on. Let me do a few of these and then we'll talk my health stuff. Okay, the ME report. This is what I was talking about last week, but I didn't have the correct words for it really, okay? But the ME report said there were rare red neurons, which meant that it took 2 to 4 hours for Kathleen to die. As the brain cells died, the red neurons are born. And then another thing we did not talk about was Deaver. Does anyone remember about Deaver? Yes, they were on Amazon. I will need to try to remember anything that you guys want me to. I will try to remember to put on my Amazon page. I'm going to work on that this weekend. I am an affiliate and I'm building my influencer page. So I'll write that down for you guys. This is so much clearer that this is going to be great when I do the planner stuff. Oh, it's going to be great. No, don't post links. Don't post links for it because I want to put my affiliate links, okay? Thank you though, Tank. I know. Can you imagine how she felt when he smacked her? Can you guys imagine? I just can't even imagine. Oh, is it time for meds? It's 8 o'clock. I don't know if Mr. Fiber is up yet. Let me go see if Mr. Fiber is awake because he was taking a nap. We had a big day today. We found a car for my dad. All right, hold on. Come on, bud. Let's go. Okay, you guys, sorry for the interruption. Take care, Michael. Thank you. I actually got my pills over here. Oh, I put my pills in a little deal over here. Get my cup. Yeah, sorry about that. Mr. Fiber is still asleep. Okay. Anyway, what I wanted to tell you guys was that we got the x-rays back. The x-rays back from my visit with the rheumatologist. The x-rays themselves of my hands, the x-rays don't show any arthritis in the hands. Hey, Bridget. Is Bridget here? Hi, Bridget. So that is a really good thing. It's a really good thing. So we're getting answers, right? So, but if it's not arthritis, so what's making them swell so badly, right? My hands, my feet, my legs. It's got to be the autoimmune. The marker for rheumatoid was on the weak positive. So the, in the test that showed at least one of the markers that is for rheumatoid, it was a very weak positive on rheumatoid. One of my blood tests showed that I was slightly anemic. So, yes, it's a process of elimination. It always is, especially with an autoimmune, you know. Oh, how cool. That's good to know. I'm glad you're doing that, Rosie. I know you've been doing a lot of diamond paintings. I do have, well, no, yes, I've had all of that tested. All of my echo and everything looked great. There was no problem with the echo or anything. I have the AFib, but so did my mom. My mom had a prolapse valve and she had heart failure. She had all of that stuff. My mom also had gout and lots of arthritis in her spine. I wanted to tell you what the x-rays on my back said. Y'all know how much trouble I have been having with my back. There is marked loss of disc height at the L2-3 through L5-S1. So in the past, I have been told that I have degenerative disc in my L4, L5. It has now involved the L2 all the way down to the S1, which is the sacrum, right at the top of the sacrum. So now the entire lower back is involved with degenerative disc. I got an appointment today to go see pain management for my back. I get to go see pain management on the 19th of this month. So that's next week. No, the 19th is when I go see the endocrinologist. Then on the 2nd of October, I go see pain management. So everything is getting done in the next couple of weeks. Everything's moving along. It's great that finally I'm getting appointments and finally we're getting somewhere with some of the other blood tests like the ANA and some other things that test for lupus and some of the other autoimmune and like rheumatoid arthritis in that family that the rheumatologist would be checking don't have those test results yet. So we have to wait and see. And I have had a false positive test for lupus before. So that's where we're at right now with everything. I'm not taking anything like that. No. Nothing. Well, I know salt can be, yeah. I've slowed my salt way down. This is something going on with the autoimmune, I think. And I will find out, hopefully we'll start looking at that next week when I get to go. And this was one that, because I've had this referral to go see the endocrinologist for 2 months. And we finally got an appointment. Have not had that tested yet. She is talking about doing that on my next visit, and I see her Monday. So she may very well do that. I don't know yet. I've never tested positive for diabetes yet, not up to this point. It was a false positive after my first pregnancy, after I had Chelsea. That's when I was very first diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And y'all, as women know, now it can affect people of both sex. However, there is an issue for us as women if we have had epidurals. There is something that happens to us as we age after an epidural. It's a fact, y'all. People who have had epidurals have issues. And I had two. Wow, you can gain that much in one day? Whew. Wow. That's craziness. Well, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. It can get sideways quick, can't it? Wow, that would be tough because I don't stick to stuff very well. Right, Joyce? I'm not good with schedules. I know I should put my pinky up, right? Oh, okay, we're going to let that warm up a little bit. That I really like this tea. Joyce sends me the best tea. Well, that's just awful. It's awful that you can fill up that quickly. I do take a water pill every day. So if y'all are worried, I know adult dish. Oh my gosh, I know it. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Things are rolling. We're rolling. And we will see how it goes. We'll see where this thing ends. What ain't going to end? Don't want it to end. See, that would be the ultimate. That's not what we want. Just want to figure out what's going on. So today, I took an extra half of a baclofen, which is a muscle relaxer, and that seemed to calm my feet down because my hands and feet have been really hurting today. So, but if it's not arthritis, what is it? Because pain in the hands has always sounded like arthritis to me. What else could it be? Uh, I did, Mimi. I did see that, but I don't. I really didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. Your neuropathy, chronic pain, fibromyalgia. Okay. Ooh. So it's heart related for you. Is that right? Is that what you're saying, Bridget? It's heart related? I'm having trouble, Shannon, too. I never know which way to put my hair either. Tendonitis. Hi, Tina. The match game killer. I need to look that one up and look into it a little bit more. I had a hard time with the link that you sent me. So I need to, and I just got busy. I just got busy. I just didn't get to it. Oh yeah, I've had fibromyalgia since 1990. Oh, now he has going. Okay. Oh, how cool. That's good timing if you get it out real soon because the new movie just came out. It's from heart issues. Okay. All right. So, okay, Deaver. This is what I wanted to talk about was Deaver. He was actually an FBI agent. He was one of the experts that spoke at the grand jury and at the trial. His testimony and his demonstrations helped to convict Peterson. Later, he was stripped of his credentials when it was discovered that he had lied in a previous trial. That person was cleared and released. And this was what helped spur them to try and get a new trial for Michael Peterson. And ultimately, he did not get a new trial because he took the Alford plea. Okay, Patty, thank you. I have not been I have not actually been diagnosed with any tendonitis that I know of, but I'm going to keep that in mind. You coming up, Bubby? Come on. There you go. Good boy. Serbs is back. You're welcome. Giving me licks on my leg. Thank you. It's nice and clean now. Thank you. Absolutely. Oh, I love my Serbs. Yeah, I know. And I listened to a podcast called the Fibromyalgia Podcast, and it's a really good, informative podcast. But I had not heard the connection with tendonitis. Why is that not? Maybe I did and I forgot it. Maybe I forgot. But I don't know that I've ever had that told to me that I have it. Okay, the next thing was I wanted to talk a little bit about Peterson because I didn't realize this. Okay, I'm going to bring in my hands now. Movements of sitting and then moving, sitting and moving, sitting and moving. That's been my way of surviving through it all. I sit for a while and rest for a while, and then I get up and I have to move for a while because if I sit too long, it makes it worse. Hi, Brenda. He's got a bone under the desk too. Okay, here's where I'm at. I gotta find my yarn. But there's a couple things I wanted to tell y'all about Peterson and his early life, which came out of the book, because it's really kind of revealing to who he is, if you know what I mean. You know, um, trying to, when you know a little bit about what a person is like and where they grew up and some of that stuff, it can be a little more, give you more information as to who somebody really is, you know? Oh, he's definitely a piece of work, yeah. Really, Jolene? Huh. Okay. Got to go back a little ways here. You know, looking at how clear this picture is, I realize that part of how the lighting that I was having, the lighting issues, was not lighting, it was how blurry it was. We have not decided on a book that I know of. I know that there have been some suggestions, but we have really not decided on anything. So one of the things was that Michael Peterson's father was raised east of Winnemucca, Nevada. Now, how is it going to be possible that that's the case? Because y'all know I have a connection there, right? You know, I like some of these cases because that I feel kind of connected to the place or something like that. And I told y'all that, my dad was in the Air Force, so we were in West Germany. And we know that Peterson and his first wife were in Germany. Well, when I was younger, I lived in Fallon, Nevada, which is just shy of an hour south of Winnemucca. No, north of Winnemucca, I believe. Yeah, north of Winnemucca. So I was like, really? Because that is very much in the middle of nowhere. It could be dangerous to be so connected. So his father was a World War II vet. He married his wife Eleanor, and then they had Michael. And this was in 1943. And Michael's father was in the US Army, and he was stationed in Japan. And Michael Peterson has this story that he tells about how he was kidnapped and baptized in a Shwangi shrine, something like that. And actually, the real story, she tells the real story in the book, and she said it was a nanny that while they were stationed in Japan, the nanny took him and got him blessed in the church. So it was not the story that Peterson says. He was not kidnapped. Well, that's the key too. When we pick a book, we want the book to be something everybody has access to. That's what we try to do. Yes, they did. They did find breast cancer clusters, Terry. You know your stuff because it was the fallout. Fallon is where, and my dad was stationed at Fallon. That's why, because we lived in Fallon, where it's where my family was, and then my dad was stationed there. So when when my mom and my real dad divorced, and mom married my stepdad, he was riding a motorcycle and working in the Air Force out at the base there in Fallon. Now that is a place where they tested the nuclear stuff, very close to the Fallon Air Base. It's also an hour from Reno, giving you guys a perspective on where we're talking about. It's an hour from Reno. He has some real whopper stories, and he writes, and he's got a whole bunch of whopper stories for his military time also. Now Michael is one of four. He's the oldest of four. It was a Catholic family. He grew up as an altar boy. He was raised all over the world. They were everywhere. He was the most close to his brother Bill. And if you saw the documentary, then he was in the documentary also. Bill was the one that was the lawyer that was gonna got a hold of more lawyers for him. Michael went to Duke University. He wrote on the school paper. He was on the debate team, the yearbook. He wrote for the yearbook, and he was a member of a secret society. Y'all know about secret societies? That could be a whole nother thing, y'all. I just don't like to get political here, and that usually leads to political stuff. He was a member of the Red Friars, and later on there was a women's branch of that called the White Duchies. And there are some very famous people who were Red Friars and White Duchies. Some very famous people. They wore red carnations, and he was seen wearing a red carnation, I believe, at Kathleen's funeral. He did go to law school, go figure. He liked to buck the system. He stood up for gay men, which was not something that people did then. That was considered against the grain in his time. He was hired as a systems science analyst for a company through the Pentagon. And that is how he actually no, not the Masons. It wasn't the Masons. It was the Red Friars. Now that may have led to Masons. I don't know the full history of that group. He married Patty, his first wife, and was sent to Vietnam to do a study. And the study was to see if 2 or more mechanized divisions could win the war. This was never going to happen. It was a fluff thing. It was a fluff study because there was so much going on with the Vietnam War at that time that there was no organized winning or losing of that war. Peterson witnessed a lot of corruption. He and his wife, Patty, both were against the war. She was publicly against the war in Germany while they were in Germany. And then he decided that he wanted to enlist. So he was there as a civilian the first time. He altered his records because he had a bad knee. And he was accepted and deployed. He went to boot camp and was deployed. Patty was a teacher. Now she's the mother of Adam. Is it Adam and Todd? And if y'all notice, so here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to keep doing this blanket. It's hurting my hands. I'm going to have to put it down. I can't do it. I haven't been able to do anything since yesterday evening. He always seemed to get his way, Michael. That's the thing that I noticed about his history, his married life, all of the things all the way along. He always somehow he had a lot of stories, some really doozy stories, always seemed to get his way. And they can. They have a very bad rap, but they also do have a very good brotherhood. So absolutely they could. So they went back and forth from Copenhagen, where Michael Peterson's family was still in Copenhagen. Then she moved to Hahn, West Germany to teach. So she was a teacher for the service. So she was like what we called the DODS service, Department of Defense and Services. I think something like that. Department of Dependent Defense Service, something, schools, DODS. And so she would take assignments to teach because they took on civilians to teach. I thought it was Red Friar. Are you sure it's Flyer? Because I was thinking it was the Red Friars. But Friar, of course, is like a priest. So I don't know if I'm right on that. So Peterson was assigned into a group as a lieutenant. They were attacked, and after Peterson, he had made them go back under a wire, and the men were fired on by our side. And that started an attack on their position. He was not hurt. 2 others died. He was hurt in a vehicle accident, which was not related to being shot at or anything. But they had an accident, and somebody else was driving, and they had to pull them both from the vehicle. And that's when he was hurt. And that translated into his story of saying he was hurt in action. He did see action, but he was not actually hurt in action. Now, he did, because of this accident, he received an honorable discharge because of his leg from the accident. So then Patty got a job again in Germany. Now he's an author at this point. He's not really working. He's writing. And Patty's the one who's supporting them with her job as a teacher. And when they went back over to Germany again, that's when they were in Rhine-Main, which was close to where I was, in Wiesbaden. And Clayton and Todd, their sons, were born in Germany. So you see, that's the part I wanted to talk about, because for me, it really goes to how much of a spoiled brat Michael Peterson grew up as. You know, constantly, getting his way all the time too. So I feel like even though the prosecution screwed things up pretty badly with a lot of stuff, they screwed up the scene. It was wild, the trial. Y'all found something about it. Is it the Red Friars? Yeah. Trinity College. Okay. Which became part of Duke University. I think that's how that went. I believe that's how that went. Exactly. Yep, exactly. So is there anything else you guys want to talk about with this? Are y'all done with the story? Everybody's kind of done with it as far as we can move on to something else? Or is there more that you would want to discuss about it? Yes, they disbanded. They did disband, and she talks about that in the book. But he continued to wear the little red flower. Okay. Babe Ruth, yeah, yeah. You'd be surprised. Oh, y'all, we could go on and on about that secret society stuff. We could. Okay, what are y'all in the mood for? Yes, do finish. If you have not finished the book, please do finish the book, because it's very good. It is very good. What are some of the other things I wanted to talk about? Well, there was the Deaver part. We talked about the owl theory already. And you guys understand what he did? He took the Alford plea, which got him out of jail. Hey, Sherry, you got your package today, right? I think it said it was out for delivery. How are you tonight? Happy Friday. And I will say, in the afterword, she does explain about the Alford plea. So Shannon, you will get some explanation on that coming in the afterword. Okay, what cases do y'all want to talk about? You want to look at the books? We can look at the book since I can't crochet. Oh, maybe tomorrow. I thought it said it was out for delivery. I thought it was delivered. If you don't get it, you let me know. Y'all, my last box of Bath and Body disappeared because I had 2 boxes and the second order got here, but the first order, the one I placed while I was at Chelsea's, did not get here. And I spoke with support today, and they're just going to go ahead and send me another box. I don't think they ever sent the first one. I think that they saw that the first one got delivered and didn't send the first one. Moscow, Russia. What you talking about? What you talking about, Mimi? Oh, how fun. Bingo tonight. Okay. Have fun. I've been seeing you up on a couple of panels. Were you on Granny D's and then somebody else? I can't remember. Have fun, Annie. Moscow, Russia. I don't know what that is. Okay. This is the book I want to give away. It's a Better Homes and Gardens. So if y'all don't want it, don't enter. But they tell you how to do braided rugs. This is not something I'm going to be able to do with my hands. This one, you make the little small ones and put them all together. And I think you do it with like old t-shirts and stuff. This one where you pull them through and they're like loose. Recycled denim. This one, you do this on one of those canvases. This one's crocheted with rags. And fabric strips. We did Golden Gate already, Shannon. This one is a crocheted scatter rugs. Like that one. I always like the marled stuff. What tool is that? What tool is that? It's a punch hook. Huh. Patterns, lots of patterns. Well, there's some great here. So you use something that's like a mesh, like you do like a latch hook. You can do it on that kind of mesh. Here's one you can hang. Okay. All right. So if you guys would like this, again, it will come media mail, and it will not be there will not be any personal notes or anything put in the package. You will get this, and you will get one of my patterns. Ooh, Allie, ooh, that would be good. We haven't done one of the women in a while. I like that idea, Joan. Anybody else for that? Okay, I'll mark the chat. This is another thing that always used to be, and we're going to put rug. The word is rug if you want to win the book and a pattern from me, one of my patterns. And we're going to go by my screen. So if anybody would like the book. For Pam. She said she's going to give it to Pam if she wins. I like the Eileen Warnos thing. That would be fun. It would be fun to talk about her. I have so many doctor's appointments coming up, and then I'm going to Chelsea again, middle of October. But we have time to talk about her. We could do that. The other one I kind of wanted to talk about next week, you guys. If you want to, we could talk about what's going on in Austin. Have y'all seen what's going on in Austin, Texas? That they think there may be a serial killer there, dumping bodies in Ladybird Lake. We might. Uh-huh. Okay, are y'all done? I'm going to mark the chat again. Okay, I got the mark in there. Now we have to see how many rugs we got. How many rugs do we have? Let's see. I see 12. How many do you see, y'all? Sherry sees 11. Jolene sees 12. I see 12 on my screen. Okay. A number between 1 and 12. 2. Number 2. Who number 2? It's Sally on my screen. It's Sally. Congratulations. Send me an email and let me know what pattern of mine that you would like, and I will send you. I will copy it and send you a paper copy, and I will also send a copy to your email. Oh, you too. I am too. I hurt all over. I just hurt all over. Warnos. That'll give me some time. So we'll talk about Austin Ladybird Lake stuff going on. We'll talk about that next week. Okay. And then the following week, we'll start talking about Warnos. Now, I don't know. I'll do some looking for it. I know there's documentaries. There's going to be a lot of documentaries about her. You could go just about anywhere and find an episode on her, on Eileen. She is a work of art, let me tell you. That one. Lady Bird Lake. Yes, in Austin. Matter of fact, I can give you a little forward on this one. Give me just 1 second if you would like. I can play one from Law and Crime because they did do a little primer. How's that going, Joan? There's so many people, I've heard so many people who had done that. How is that going? It just sounds like a pain in the butt. Is that where it was? It was in Dripping Springs. I know where that's at. Wow. Okay, y'all want to see? Let me get this pulled up. This is not the one. They're even giving them a name. All right. It's going to be interesting to see how well this plays with my internet, isn't it? I got to pull it up here because you know we can't hear it if I do the other one. All right, here we go. This was on Sidebar with Jesse.
Street Ripper, a name that's been coined for a possible serial killer in Texas, but multiple deaths in Austin, Texas, near a popular nighttime hotspot of Rainey Street, have caused people to believe that a murderer is on the loose. But is the Ripper responsible? Does the Rainey Street Ripper even exist? Police say no. Others disagree. We're going to talk with former FBI and CIA agent Tracy Walder, who's been following this case since the first body turned up in 2022. Welcome to the Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. So for the last 2 years, dead bodies have been found on a mile-long stretch of the Colorado River between the Lamar Boulevard Bridge and Lady Bird Lake out in Austin, Texas. It's about a half hour's walk from the Rainey Street neighborhood, and that is a trendy night spot with pubs, restaurants, food trucks, the place where the Rainey Street Ripper got his name, or her name. We're going to get to that in a second, because the latest body was just a week ago, as Austin police reported.
On July 5th at approximately 5:30 p.m., officers responded to the Waller Beach at Town Lake Metro Park, located near Rainey Street and Cumming Street, in reference to a check welfare urgent call for service, which is a high priority call for service that requires an immediate police response. This call for service was responded to in a timely manner. Call text advised the complainant located a white male with apparent life-threatening injuries to his body. The Austin Fire Department, Austin Travis County EMS, and the Austin Police Department arrived on scene, and unfortunately, the victim was pronounced deceased at approximately 5:35 p.m.
Now, this man is still unidentified, and there were news reports that once he was removed, there were, quote, thick pools of blood between the path and the water's edge, and what kind of injuries could have caused that much bleeding?
They're just some type of blunt force trauma to the body. I don't really have any specific injuries.
Now, Officer Zarling also played down the idea that this death had any connection to the Rainy Street Ripper or any other kind of killer.
This is not being investigated as a homicide at this time, and all investigative steps being taken are routine measures. At this time, this is being considered an isolated incident, and there is no known threat to the general public. I spoke to homicide detectives, and it is
Okay. That's just a primer, you guys. I just wanted you guys to get a little bitty taste now. I'll try to leave a link to that for you. We'll go over more of that next week because Austin is pissed. The police are not saying the same thing everybody else is saying. And yes, there is the possibility that all of those victims, they all fit a certain demographic except one. There was one female. So we'll go over all of that next week. But there was one female. The rest were all male, and they all kind of had a same kind of look. A lot of them looked like Eastern European or should we say like Pakistani or something kind of along those lines. Like it might not, like it could be like a race related, it could be a demographic related. It's the person definitely has a certain kind of a type, but they also found one woman's body there too. So we'll get into that next week, y'all. I'll do some digging and take some notes. I'm sorry, Lori. Hi to you also. I'm sorry to hear that. So your son has been talking about this. Yeah, he was talking because it's huge here. People, this has been going on for a while. So we'll talk about that next week, and then I'll start putting together a book. We'll find a book about Eileen Warnos, and I think some of that happened. A lot of that happened in the Florida area, if I'm not mistaken, with Eileen. So, also, we did not talk about the school shootings that happened this last week, and I know Lori was just talking about the threats that have been going on. It has been a very, very hard couple of weeks for schools this last couple of weeks. I'm really pissed off. We're going to have another trial like we did with the Jennifer and what's his name? I cannot think of their names, where the parents were held liable for what their son did. The Oxford school shooter. What's their last name? I cannot remember. The father was brought in on this. I knew the minute they started talking about bringing the father in on this one, I knew there was going to be some shit come up. And there's been a lot of shit come up. They were at that house a year before this happened. A year before. I am flabbergasted that they never did anything to prevent this from happening. That kid should have had, again, he should have had help. That kid needed help. And the mother kept saying that he needed help. The grandfather said, he's beaten up on that kid. He's getting shit from home, not just at home. Now they're moving all around and he's taking shit at school. There is something going on. Everybody's been talking that there was something going on. They just didn't do anything. And that's so young. I don't understand. I know, but a lot of it is just I'm very, very sad to hear that, Sherry. Very sad to hear that. Yeah. The mental health care is it's mental health. It's not guns. It's not even all parents as far as it's the mental health of both the parent and how the children are being raised and how the kids are being taught in school. Um, when we come to the point where the schools are having to teach the kids how to be nice people, you have a problem because the parents should be teaching them that. And we're so far away from that now. We're just so far away from it. Yep, they did that a year ago. Yes, they should have known that day they had a problem. That day. Yeah, but you were raised different. You were raised different, Tank. It wasn't in your wheelhouse at all to be doing something like this. Just wasn't. There's that too. There is that too. But it's the mental health of the country. It's and it's the inherent entitlement out there. It's bad. It's another horrible cycle that we're going through. Hi, Glow. How are you today? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Well, yeah, we did. We did. We had. It was tornado. We had to know what to do in case there was going to be a tornado or what to do in case there was an earthquake. In California, we did that for earthquakes. Didn't see a single earthquake till last couple months ago here in Texas. But we did that for earthquakes. Had to get under the desk and do those kinds of things. It's really kind of the same thing, but you don't think you're going to die at school. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Oh, okay. I was going to tell y'all, we found Dad a car. So we went today and we looked. We had the internet guys here. Then we went to lunch and then we went over and we found Dad a car. His pickup is great and we're going to park it out here, but it doesn't have cruise control and he needs something a little nicer. And he just has not. I kept telling him when I was up there, Dad, you need something else. You really need a different vehicle. Finally got him to say, okay, yes, he was ready for a different vehicle. So very glad. Now he's going to have, we're getting him something, and that's good. Oh, no. Yeah, those that came this way, I'm sure that's what it was. I know. It is. It's just, it sucks. It really sucks. The world, what a world we live in these days. Oh, I was going to show you this other magazine, but this other book. I was going to show you this other book. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Let me show you this other book real quick, okay? Now, it's a product of Lark. It says Lark. LarkCrafts.com. Cover design by Meredith Hart. Cover photograph, yada yada. Crafts and hobbies. Mini skein knits. But here's some of the ideas. Lori, was it you that asked about one skein of hand-dyed yarn? That's what prompted me to get this book out. Look at these mitts. I'm wanting to make mitts, you guys. I have it in my mind to make some fingerless mitts for the fall. Look at those beautiful mini hanks. Did you guys have another one that was close to you? I saw that Z posted that they'd had one. Oh, I hope it's not serious too, Joan. Okay, so we've got hats. They went from dark all the way up to light. Then we have a very colorful one. These look like worsted weight. Nope, it's DK. And then they did a cowl to match. Yay, Bridget. That's good. Now, do you guys want to do something like this here on the live? It wouldn't have to be this many colors, but we could do something similar to this. Wouldn't this be fun to do a hat? Or I was thinking about a cowl and do some simple color changes. Okay, there's a movie. This one is just like 3 colors here. Oh, I love that headband. Look at that headband. We could do that. We could do something like that here. That's a very simple pattern. Very simple pattern. This is knit, but we could also figure something out for crochet. I love this where you do the gray and then put all the colors in it. We could do something like that in crochet. There's another one. This is a little bigger yarn. That's the edges right there. And I wonder, do you bring it together? No, they're just pinning it. Okay. I saw that, Joyce. That must be the same one that Z was talking about. I think you all experienced the same one. You, Rosie, and Z. This one is super easy, you guys. This is so easy right here to just Lori, if you had one skein, you could definitely do something like this and just go back and forth. These, look at these. I love those. Those would sell out at a farmer's market. I know young kids, if I did bright colors like that, I know they would buy them. That is such a simple pattern. And then there's boot cuffs. Those are another thing that teens would buy. Hi, Granny. How are you tonight? Yes, it is. It's a great way to use scraps. Here's black and white or navy and white. They're calling that French ticking. This is socks where you use up some of your scraps for heels and toes. This one, do them sideways. You guys wanted to do them sideways, like those ones that I have the pattern, the crochet pattern from Annie's. You could do them sideways and then put them together. These are fun. These are leg warmers. It's another great thing to do. A pair of leg warmers would be great, Lori. Look at that one's got a cable. Here's socks using scraps. And then here's the sweaters. I sure would love to make the rainbow cardi. Goes up to a 2X in this book. Pillows. These are fun. Coffee cozies. You could use it in cotton for ice drinks. Coasters. Little bits of yarn make coasters. That would be easy to do in crochet. I know I would use the fingerless mitts. What is this one? Oh, this one is a towel. That's it. That's it for that book. I just wanted to show that and give you all some ideas. I know I had been asked, and I guess it was Lori that had asked me. I have a feeling I'm going to be wearing more of those mitts, like the ones that I made. You're living on the Canadian Shield, which is a big scale rock. Uh-huh. Yep. That makes sense, Shannon. These are the fingerless mitts that I made, remember, using the Donna yarn. It's a great way to use a one skein. Now, as far as doing it crochet, it shouldn't be too hard, but I love them. And then they go right underneath your sleeve. You were addicted. Okay, good night, Joyce. I am out of here myself. I am going. I am tired. I've had enough. We have tested the internet. Thank you for the tea, Joyce. Again, I so enjoyed it. But you guys, I hope that you guys have a good night. We've got a plan. Um, be sure and get all of your projects that you're doing for any of the make-alongs in by the end of September. Send me your pictures. Laura, feel better. Please feel better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could even do some of these. See, mine are quite long, but I like that because they started out as socks. But you could do gloves and a scarf. Yes, I hope that we had fun. I hope everybody had fun tonight. I really appreciate you guys very, very much. What else? Am I forgetting anything? I will try to get together all of the names and get them put in the wheel. And should be so much easier because I don't know if anybody kept track of names tonight, but um, I will be picking a winner from names for this club. Okay, for this one. And the next one, the next one we're doing is going to be the bag from Laura. That one is we're going to do that on our next round. Oh, I'm so glad. So glad you had fun. Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tank. Y'all, everyone stay safe. Chelsea and everybody's doing fine. I know Mama Law Michaela's fine. I hope everybody else who is in the South is okay. I'm thinking about everybody after the hurricane. I think that this one, the damage was, even though there was damage, I think it was minimal. I think that it was the best scenario it could have been with that particular hurricane. And I'm so glad. But you guys take care and have fun today. And I'll see you later. Thank you guys so much. Yes, hugs and prayers to anybody who needs them. And everybody take care and go see Cheryl. If you don't know Cheryl, go check out my video from today and go see Cheryl. And don't forget, I'm going to end I'm also going to be ending the giveaway for Donna. I want to try to get them on. And if I can get them on, we're going to finish up the giveaway for them because I was trying to get them to 1,000, but it's just taking a while. Thank you, Tank. Thank you. But it's just taking a very long time to get them there. So we may go ahead and end that giveaway. But the new one is for Cheryl. And then I'll be picking somebody else. Okay, everybody. I love y'all. Thank you to all my members. I'm going to play the member deal for you, and then I'm going. See you later.